Satan has one plan for your life and mine. He wants to destroy us. He wants to destroy our influence for God.
You have an enemy with one sole purpose: to deceive you, ultimately to destroy you. Satan is a very real person.
He comes to deceive, he comes to divide, and he comes to destroy.
I don't believe in such a person as the devil. And one of the first things he does is to point out something in your life that you don't have. He does not remind you of how much you do have, how blessed you are, how healthy you are, what you drive, where you live. He points out the one thing you don't have. What about, suppose you had that? He's a liar. He's a deceiver. He uses the same tactics he used in the garden. You'd think by now we'd have caught on.
I think Satan is happy with convincing you to worship anything or anyone short of God. If he can convince you to worship a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if he can convince you to worship a career or a retirement account,
if you only had that, listen carefully, you can't ever have enough of anything that is not the will of God for your life to ever make you happy.
you see, when we worship something, we depend upon that thing or person for our identity and strength. That's what worship is. We align ourselves with that thing or that person. So, the devil knows if he can get me to worship a bass boat, then someday that bass boat is going to rot and I'm going to be disappointed. And he'll just chalk that up.
He's a liar. He's a deceiver.
The reason God wants our worship, please hear this. The reason God wants our worship is not because God has an ego problem, but because he knows if we worship small things, we'll be heartbroken. We'll go from defeat to defeat to defeat. We'll worship that person only to be rejected. We'll be heartbroken. We'll worship that career only to be dejected and be heartbroken. We'll go lurching through life, up and down, and finally when we get to the final days of our life, we'll be cynical and disappointed. We'll say life wasn't all it was cut out to be.
God for your life to ever make you happy, ever make you feel complete, but ever make you feel content. You'll just go from one thing to the other, believing one lie after the other, and you find yourself in self-destruction.
God says, worship God. Worship the endless, strong, powerful, loving, radiant King of Kings. Let your mind be consumed with heavenly thoughts. Let me indwell you and empower you. Because that is the bread of life.